That's great. So how did they react?
Um, say what?
How was their reaction? How did they respond to you?
A couple of them told me that they are going to look at it tonight and text me questions tomorrow. And then I have one that's actually buying something tonight.
That's fantastic. Good for you.
That'll put me at 4 Success Club points.
Awesome. So you feeling comfortable with everything?
I'm starting to.
Is there anything you're struggling with right now?
The only thing I'm struggling with is actually getting myself out there and adding people to my page that I don't know.
Okay.
Adding new contacts. It's just like, I don't know, because I don't like rejection.
So
But I know that you have to.
You have to. And I'm going to post in this group afterwards. I re-listened to and one of the things I was going to talk about tonight was the Power Hour call. Did you listen to the Power Hour call?
I didn't get a chance to yet, but I planned on doing it tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, it was an awesome call. And one of the things she talked about was sending out a "Hey Girl" message, because she will go through her friends lists, and anyone that she has anyone that has 5 or more friends that they have in common, she'll send a friend request to.
Oh, yeah.
And she'll just automatically send a "Hey Girl" message. She'll start, "Hey girl, how are you? I hope you don't mind the friend request. I was looking through we're mutual friends with so-and-so, and I was looking through your page, and I just want you to know you have a beautiful family. How are you?" So that opens the door for a whole conversation. So that's really cool. She'll go on their pages first and see what their life is about and check them out, get some ideas to bring up in conversation, and it really opens the door. So that is one thing that you can do to add contacts to your list, because you're going to go through your soft market quickly.
Right.
And that's something that you always want to do. But yeah, it was an awesome call. And putting together your Power Hour is really important, because as you get busy and your customers, start coming in, you're going to hear that ding going off all the time, and you're going to have to want to set those hours for yourself, because you're going to get completely sucked in by all of that.
Yeah.
And you got to set time aside for yourself, for your family, whoever is present in your life, whatever needs to be done in your life. You really need to set time aside for that, because your friends are going to get mad at you. Your family's going to get mad at you if you're constantly on the phone or you're running to answer those questions. So you need to treat it like a business right away. And I tell everybody that, because I was guilty of not doing that. I didn't really know. And I was so excited every time I got a message. I felt like I had to respond. But if you set those hours, they're going to have respect for you, and they're going to know that, these are the times you're available. And you can even tell your groups that, or tell your coaches that as you start to grow your team. I'm going to be available on these days. I'm going to be available on, at this time. Send me my messages. If I don't get back to you right away, I promise I will get back to you before the end of the day. So that's going to be really important as you start to grow your business. Otherwise, you're going to get lost in Facebook world, and you're just going to start scrolling and get distracted and everything like that. And we're all guilty of it. Believe me, I do it, and I see it, and it happens to me. And you really got to focus. So one thing that you can do is put a to-do list together. And tackle that to-do list. Within an hour, you should have a good push of work done within 1 hour. And then if you need to come back, like in the morning or at night, whatever that hour is, really focus on the most important things, like inviting. If that's the one thing that you can't stand to do, get those invites out. Your personal development while you're in the car, or set 10 minutes aside just to read 3 pages or something, and track what you're doing. That way you know that you're getting the stuff done. Write it down, cross it off, and you know that you're plowing through everything.
Right.
Another good thing to do is create content for your week. Like on Mondays, if you want to do your challenge group posts, you could create all that content like Sunday. What do you want to do? What's going to be exciting and new, and that's going to generate interest, for that challenge group post? And then the Transformation Tuesdays, start thinking about what you want to do, who you want to highlight, craft those posts. Any kind of motivational posts that you want to do. And then Throwback Thursday, whatever the theme is for your week, however you're going to put that together, that could be done within that power hour too. So you're not just throwing up random things here and there. I kind of go on my mood and what I blog about. If I put together a couple of blog posts, I'll use some of that throughout my week. And it depends on if I'm going for my challenge group posts or my coach posts. So it kind of fluctuates, but that's going to take time as you start to grow. Right now you're looking for your challengers and you want to, give them as much information, breadcrumb through the week, by showing the transformations or some really good recipes that you can eat and it's not, celery sticks and, you're actually eating real good food. Yeah. And you're enjoying it. And then if you want to have a glass of wine or some cheese or something, you can still do that too. So those are the things that you could be working on now. So as you grow, your power hour is going to grow a little more. So it might go from 1 hour now to 2 hours, because then you're going to start doing some training things. So those are some things that you can start to think about. And like I said, the building of the relationships, with the Hey Girl and anyone that you haven't talked to in a long time, start poking around those pages, because you're going to realize that you're friends with quite a few people, but you just don't have a lot of contact with them. They don't show up in your news feed, and if you're not seeing them, then they're not seeing you. So I always send happy birthday messages. Not only do I post it on people's walls, but I'll personally send them a message, because once you send those messages, you should start to show up in their feed. Or I'll just check in with people randomly. Hey, I've been thinking about you. I've been wondering how you've been doing. I haven't seen you in a long time. Or I'll just go on their page and start looking around and see what they've been doing. If they went on vacation, how their kids are doing. And I'll send a message. Hey, oh my God, I just saw you popped up into my news feed randomly. I can't believe how big the kids are. Or you got a dog. Or just, anything to get the conversation rolling. So you want to be consistent with that. You want to be consistent with everything you're doing. And because everything that you're doing now is breadcrumbing, planting seeds, and the people are going to start to gravitate. So if you're starting that now and you're feeling comfortable with your, starting to get those invites out with those likes and those comments and whatever you have, that's going to be really important. That's going to help you grow right away. So you sound like you're on the right track. Absolutely.
I just got a message from somebody else that's interested too.
See that? That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I mean, I've been watching you and I've been seeing the posts that you're doing, and you have quite a following of people and you're doing a fantastic job. So there's no reason why you wouldn't keep going forward. Absolutely. So you
I have a lot of support.
That. Yeah, you do. You do. You're doing a great job. You really are.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. It's awesome. So do you have any questions for me? Is there anything that you want to talk about or go over? Anything that you...
How long do you usually wait to do a follow-up with somebody after you send them a message and they haven't actually like they maybe said, well, I'll look at it, and then you don't hear from them again for a few days?
I'll give them a day or so. It depends on how far out the challenge group is and when it's going to start. Sometimes I probably 2 days. Like this week, my group is going to start on Monday. So this week, if I don't hear from, I sent out information today, and I know people are looking at it. I see all those little check marks that they've all read it, but that doesn't mean that they really read it. They just looked at it. So if I don't hear from them by tomorrow, maybe tomorrow night or first thing the following morning, I'll send messages and just, hey, did you have a chance to review the information? Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm getting ready to set the group up, and I want you to know that, you have first first rate of refusal, I'll usually say. So let me know as soon as you can, and I'll add you to the group. Or let me know, I'll add you to the space. So I'll save a space for you. Once you decide you're going to order, just keep me posted. And if they don't order by mid next week, I'll take them out. I might let them I will put them into the group lots of times if they say they're going to order. And I'll put them into the group and let them stay until like Wednesday of that week. And let them see what the group is about a little bit. Because sometimes I can push them towards stuff. Yeah, because they don't know what to expect. They get nervous with what this whole challenge group thing is and all that kind of stuff. So once they see that we're setting goals and going to start doing recipes, and then that gets them excited about it. So because it's a lot of information.
Yeah.
So, but a day or two, yeah, that's good. Because they could be driving home in their car and they just open it up and they don't read it and then they forget. And we're hoping they're going to order right away, but they're distracted. They're not thinking about it.
I know. I've noticed that with me getting these messages that it's hard to not just be like, hey,
yeah.
have you already looked at it? Hey, it's like, okay, calm down. Wait a couple days.
Yeah.
It's hard not to just send a message right then and there.
I know. Well, that's why when I know that, if there's a group of people that are looking, I always consider them a no, until they place that order. So even if those 5 people are telling me yes, I'm still sending out more invites because I'm always feeling like I need to replace those people that are telling me yes, because they're going to turn into no's. And then, whatever happens from there. So I just keep stacking them up. And if they all say yes, then it's a good month. Are you comfortable with your posts, with putting posts together and everything?
I am finally getting there. Usually before I post it, I'll send it to my coach to make sure that she thinks it's okay.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, the one about the Shakeology, I was like, I have so much stuff I want to put in here, but she's like, remember to keep it a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
Because sometimes longer posts people don't. Because she goes, do half of it now and then, next week do the other half that you put on there. So
right.
I did that. But today I actually nailed the challenge group one. She didn't have anything to fix on it. So I feel like I'm getting better about it.
Very good.
I took a lot away from the Dream Team call last night.
That was a good call. That was a very good call.
I liked it.
Yep. There was a lot of information with the posts and the volume, and it really explained a lot. So that was an awesome call. I'm glad you listened. Good for you. Well, if you don't have any more questions, I'll let you go.
I don't think I have any more.
Okay. Keep doing what you're doing.
I will.
Okay. I'll see you in the group. Have a good night.
All right.
Okay.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.